Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to this week's meeting of Essex Business Forum. I think it's the 10th today. Yeah, it's the 10th. Got it right. So let's get moving. First of all, I'm Aidan Squire. I'm your meeting chairman. It's my job to get you through the agenda. I'm assisted, as always, by my leadership team, who I'd ask to be upstanding and introduce yourselves, please.
Good morning, I'm Brian, Social Secretary.
Good morning everyone, my name is Scott, I'm your meeting secretary, looking after all the nerdy numbers. I'm also the handsome face of live chat.
Morning guys, I'm Ben, Education Coordinator.
Hello, I'm Vincent, I chair the membership committee and I'm also the official timekeeper.
Good morning everybody, I'm Terry, I do a membership and recruitment.
Thank you all. Please be seated. Today we have the pleasure of 3 visitors, which I'd like to welcome to the meeting. There's Robert Harfit, hand up.
Good morning. Good morning.
There's Nick Mitchell, and there's Nikki Sutton.
Good morning.
Right, welcome to you all. I hope you enjoyed the meeting. We have a 60-second round later on when everybody has a chance to tell everybody else about the business, and you will all be given a chance, but it will be at the end, so you'll see how everybody else does it or doesn't do it, and that's when the timekeeper comes in. However, let's not waste time on that. We'll get to it later. First of all, the Performance League. Scott.
Thank you, Aidan. So, Performance League, for the benefit of our guests today, is the internal measure of contribution from the members that we just chart each month in a league. We score points by doing things as straightforward and simple as turning up here each week, but also giving and receiving of business opportunities, converting those opportunities to done deals and recording finished works, but also things like having a one-to-one get-together to learn more about each other's business, commenting on our blog, attending our social events and so on. So all those things earn different points, and here we are. So first of all, we're into the first week recorded of a new month, so it's all fairly early on. But positions at the top, just so you know, in third place, scoring 64 points so far is myself. Second place, 67 points is Terry Maley, well done Terry. And our current leader on 99 points is Mike Skinner. There's only 4 more weeks to keep going, and let's see if you're top. So I'm going to pass that round, and you can see where you are on the round. That is that one. But it gives me the pleasure of announcing, because we're in a new month, the winner of last month's league. I know. It's Terry. Another by far winner.
Can't we have a runner up one?
I'll get you on. No, we wouldn't want to do that.
Thank you, Scott. Well done, Terry. The next item on the agenda is the education presentation, and Ben, tell us about it or do it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, today you're in for a treat because we have none other than the Mayor of Gants Hill, Vince. Just a little tumbleweed then.
Anyway, let's get going. Yours faithfully, Melissa Jackson. Yours sincerely, Stuart Smith. Yours, Scott Griffiths. Kind regards, Tina Walker. Warm wishes, Mike Rogers. Not that that's ever going to happen. Best, Jane Mallion. Love, John Mann. Ever wondered which words to use to close your letters or emails? According to the Modern English Usage section of the Oxford English Dictionary, these are the rules for the proper King's English. That's George V, not Charlie Boyd. So here's the rules. You use yours faithfully when you begin a letter with Dear Sir, Madam. So that's usually someone you don't know personally. So yours faithfully. Use yours sincerely when you know the person's name to whom you are writing. You can also use sincerely. In the US, they use sincerely yours, but what do they know about English? They didn't invent the language, but they happily change it to suit themselves. I mean, they can't even say aluminium, for goodness sake. Anyway, back to the plot. Use best wishes or kind regards when writing to someone you know well. You can also use regards. As a general rule, you should only capitalise the first word of the post. So kind would be capital K, regards would be lowercase. It's interesting that with the informality of modern email writing, who uses the formal close to your messages still? I certainly do, because I'm old school. I've learned to speak English proper when I was at school. So anyway, just out of interest, if you were to write a letter to King Charles, Charlie boy, apparently the formal close should read as follows. I have the honour to remain, sir, your Majesty's most humble and obedient servant, Brian Painter. Or alternatively, I remain with the profoundest veneration, your Majesty's most faithful subject and dutiful servant, John Freeman. So there you have it. Love and kisses, Vincent.
Thank you, Vincent. Enlightening as always. Right, next up we have the. Have we got any membership matters that you need to report those, Terry? Right, okay, you'll give me a chance. Don't say you were. Right, the business card box. This is our business card box. Once you remember, you put your cards in there. This should be good. I'm going to pass this round. If you should make sure that you're adequately represented in there as a member, and take out any cards you might need, particularly for the business. Have a look through. You've got the whole meeting to pass it round, so no hurry. I'll pass that round, and going round is the other little box where you put the referral. It's got to there. Excellent. Well done. Right. So we now get to the first major part of the meeting, which is the 60-second round, which is your chance to showcase your business in 60 seconds. It's called 60-second round for that reason, and that's why we have a timekeeper. After 50 seconds of your 60 seconds, you will hear, and after 60 seconds, you will hear.
See the difference?
See? Just a lighter touch. Excellent. Thank you. Right, so without more ado, let's get on with it. Last week, Mike Skinner won the Oscar, which is what is awarded at the end of the 60-second round for the best 60 seconds. Mike will be listening very carefully, and at the end of the 60 seconds, we'll award this week. Now, because he's going, he will go first, so he's got a chance to listen to you all after he's gone. So Mike is first, and he's followed by Neil. Mike.
Disappointingly, Mike Rogers isn't here this week, so I can't just automatically give it to him and keep it within the mic. Hello, I'm Mike. I'm on Black Multimedia, creating video and photo content for businesses. So I'm after a little feedback from everyone this week, if possible. I'm planning to put together a website refresh sales package aimed at companies who haven't updated their website for ages and who are looking for a mixture of new content. My first thoughts are including a video website banner at the top of the page that what the company does, a selection of photos to use around the website, and then maybe 3 to 4 short about us FAQ videos to go onto the website or the page on there. What I'd like to know from any of you is, hypothetically speaking, if you were buying, are there any other things you'd like included that you think would work well on your own websites? And also, what price range do you think would be reasonable for your company to outlay for a website refresh for its content? I won't hold anyone to the work, just want a little bit of feedback on the package idea and what people would be willing to pay for it. If you've got any thoughts, I'd really appreciate an email or a message thrown into the file. And if anyone here is interested for themselves, I'll be very happy to do a very kind price so I can use it as a portfolio for the package. That's it. Michael Blackpool's Media.
Thanks, Mike. Before anybody else goes, may I apologise to visitors. As the business card box is going around there, if you want to send your cards either way, you may do so. Right, so John Freeman is next. Sorry, Neil is next, followed by John Freeman. I'll get it wrong.
Hello everyone, Neil from the NE Catering. As everyone knows, we're super busy. My summer season comes to an end this Saturday with my last of the summer parties. I know it's November, but we've been that busy. FYI, Chili Republic launches finally, at last, once and for all. 2nd of December, indoor Christmas market. Online will go on sales. All the websites that will be stocking us will also go online on the 2nd of December. We're opening with a 4 jam range, and we'll be down at the shopping centre in Chelmsford for an indoor Christmas market if anyone wants to pop down, have a little nibble and get an EBF discount on some chili jams and chili mayos. That's Neil from In Any Event Catering and Chili Republic, and I'll speak to you next week. Thank you, blessings.
Thanks, Neil. Well done. John, you're next, followed by Brian.
Thanks, Dave. Good morning, everyone. My name's John Freeman from the One Stop Property Shop. I'm the group's handyman, painter, decorator extraordinaire. I can fix your plumbing, your electricals, your kitchens, your bathrooms, your bedrooms, your garages, your garage offices, and just about everything and anything associated with properties, whether that's at home or in the workplace. So if you have a problem with your property, think of me, give me a call. It's free advice, and if we turn up with good talking too. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Brian, you're next, followed by Ben.
Good morning, everybody. Brian Painter, hypnotherapist, Pilgrim Hypnotherapy. Most of my clients come within a 10-mile radius of Brentwood. I've got something today, later on today, from Norfolk. It's Eastern European. I couldn't understand what he was saying. I have no idea what he wants. All I can understand is Norfolk. I do get clients from London, recommendations, but my latest client coming next week is travelling 3,750 miles to come and see me. He wishes to stop smoking. His daughter lives here. She married an Englishman. They both smoke. They came to me about 7 months ago. They both stopped. Apparently her father's got a great difficulty. So he thought we'd combine a visit with her to come and see me and to stop smoking. So that's why I'm a hypnotherapist, Pilgrim Hypnotherapy International.
Thank you, Brian. Ben, you're next, followed by James.
Good morning, guys. Ben Golding from Utility Warehouse. Now, last week, or earlier this week, sorry, I helped a lovely young family save around £35 a month on their gas, electricity, home phone, broadband and mobile phone. But on top of that, they got our £200 bill busting boost. They were going to earn around £30 a month by using our cashback card, plus get £50 credit put on their cashback card straight away, plus get £50 credit put on their bill for having a smart meter fitted. So in total, with the £420 a year saving, all the others take it up to just under £1,100 saving for their first year. So this week I'm looking for people you know that want to save money at the UK's most trusted utility provider, get the UK's cheapest energy and a whopping £200 bill busting boost. That's Ben Golding, Utility Warehouse.
I was tempted to say.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ben. James, you're next, followed by Terry.
Good morning, everyone. James from BHK, RMK, and soon to be LGS. So 2 names, 3 names, still with it. General insurance brokers, so I've had most things. This week, I spoke to a client I hadn't spoken to before. One of my colleagues retired in the year. We do his liabilities. While I was chatting to him, it turns out he's got a few vans as well. Pays about £72,000 a year to insure them. It was due in 2 days. We turned around a quote. We've saved him just over £8,000. Very happy new client. So if you know anybody with wheels, if they've got 3 vehicles or more, ideally at least 1 van in there, send them my way because we are doing a cracking trade on them at the moment. So James from BHK, RMK, soon to be LDS. Getting it right so you can sleep soundly at night.
Hey. Thank you, James. Terry, you're followed by Toby.
Thanks, James. Good morning again, everybody. Terry Maiden from TM Law Solicitors. I'm based in Whitford, but cover pretty well every area. And the sort of work that I do, well, I was saying to one of our guests, I sue anyone for anything really. I don't mind, I don't discriminate, I'm pretty good like that. The main areas of work that I like to sue for, because I enjoy my work, personal injury, if you have an accident or something. Landlord and tenant, you've got a property you want back, no problem, that's fine by me. If you're owed some money, lovely, let me get some injuries in your life and bring it on. What else? What else do you do? All sorts of litigation, any commercial disputes. So all of those sorts of works where you need people to be encouraged to do the right thing or encouraged to pay or whatever, that's the sort of thing I do and I'm lucky I enjoy doing my work. That's Terry Maiden, TM Law.
A man to go to for a legal kicking. Toby, you're next, followed by Stuart.
Morning everybody, Toby Axon, Business Growth and Development Specialist and Motivational Expert. I did a motivational map debrief this week for a lady who's been headhunted by another law firm, and she's struggling with a decision as to whether to move to that firm. Her motivational profile shows that she's high defender and high friend, so she wants stability and security, and she wants teamwork and collaboration. But in the new role, she's being asked to build up a new department in a new firm, so she's not going to have the people around her, and she's got a lot of change coming in. So anyway, this is an email I got from her yesterday. Thanks for yesterday. Thought I'd update you on my meeting this morning. Armed with the findings from the motivational map, I was able to talk to them pretty frankly about what I thought I needed to make the job more attractive and appealing for me. They pointed to ways that they work, which would enable me to have all those things, and have given me lots of practical examples. They've got mentors and support waiting, I'll be plugged into a team, and so I feel like some of my reasons for not making the move have now been taken away, and I really do have something to think about. Just want to say thank you. I'll sit down. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, Toby. Stuart, you're followed by Nick.
Morning everybody, Stuart at LG Networks. So we look after all types of business telecommunications for SME businesses in South as well as obviously doing internet, telephone systems, all those really big things. We also do the little add-ons as well. And one of which is music on hold, or better actually, having information on hold. When you're putting people on hold, why not tell them about your other products and services? Now, you can just have one message that lasts all year, or if you're really on the ball, coming towards Christmas, you can have a little bit of a oh Santa here, announcing the Christmas opening hours or Christmas closing hours or whatever. So yeah, so if you want a little bit of jingle bells, jingle all the way. I mean, I don't do it myself. We get like a professional artist, voice artist to do it. But yeah, if you fancy that yourselves, or you know someone that might, please put in touch with me, Stuart at LG Networks. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stuart. Nick Cook, followed by Leanne.
That's me, Nick Cook, the structural engineer. Good morning to you all. Amongst other things, I do structural inspections for people who are buying houses. I do them to ensure that the house they're going to buy is in good condition before they sign on the dotted line. It may not be a house, it may be a bungalow, maybe a penthouse suite somewhere. Could be a flat, could be an office building. That's what I do. That's the sort of work I'm looking for this morning. So if you know anyone who's thinking about buying anything, basically, bricks and mortar, or concrete, timber's quite a strong construction material these days, or combination of all. That's what I do. My name's Nick, construction.
Thank you, Nick. Leanne, you're followed by Hannah.
Good morning everyone, and to our visitors. My name is Leanne and I'm the interior designer of the group. Are you or someone you know thinking of renovating or redesigning your home? Have you looked at so many inspirational pictures that you feel more confused now than when you started? Maybe you've seen what you want but you don't know how to get there. So I have a passion for maximising a room's potential, and it's not just about colour, it's about how the space makes you feel. With my creative know-how, everyday living can become more enjoyable, functional and beautiful. I love seeing a home come to life and creating stunning spaces for my clients. This week I would like to ask you all to get your thinking hat on, please. Do you know someone who would be a good contact for me to help me build my design business? An architect, a property developer, tradespeople and homeowners. So do you know someone you can recommend me to? I put the va-va-voom back in your room. That's Leanne of Brooklyn Interiors.
Thank you, Leanne. Hannah, you're followed by Scott.
Good morning everyone, Hannah O'Shea from HFO Media. I help businesses grow through social media platforms. This morning I was made aware of a new platform. It's not fairly new, it's like 6 years old, but it's come to surface because of what Elon Musk is doing with Twitter. Anyone that has a blue tick will now have to pay for it, starting at £8, and more following you have, the more expensive it is. So it's called Mastodon. I am doing a bit of research, so I'll update next week. But a little bit of news, I have had a few clients inquire about a masterclass, so I'm putting it all together. Whatever platforms It'll probably be TikTok, Facebook and Instagram, because those are the main ones. But yes, if you're interested or know anyone that is, please get in touch. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah. Scott, you're next.
Good morning all, Dr. Scott from SEO, all things internet, design and building websites and all the services that naturally go along with that. Following on from Stuart's 60 seconds, actually adding that extra bit to your telecoms side, why not consider doing exactly the same to your websites as seasonal updates and things happen. Midnight tonight is of course Black Friday, so lots of sites will update and promote and get ready for that. Getting ready in terms of scaling up your architecture. If you've got a massive sale on and you're going to have 10,000 customers hit your e-commerce site, it's great. But, you know, we can deal with all of those things. But also just putting a Christmas hat on your logo and changing a few things around and Christmasifying your front page or any of those things. All of that's important, and have a think about it. We can easily Christmasify stuff. Thank you.
Today's word, Christmasify. Thanks, Scott. Paul, you're next, and you will be followed by Jim.
Thank you. Good morning, Paul Lou, Redvine Limited Communications Agency. We help businesses communicate clearly and effectively. Writing about yourself or your own business is a huge challenge, and the problem is that we don't always assess our own capabilities in the right way, and therefore it's difficult to communicate your own business or yourself clearly and effectively. Now, some of this is put down to the British sort of sensibility of modesty and not wanting to big yourself up, but actually there's psychological reasons behind it too. One is imposter syndrome, where you undervalue and underappreciate your own abilities and experience. The other is called the Dunning-Kruger effect, which causes people to overestimate their abilities. Both of these are a problem when writing about yourself or your own business, as you end up either overselling or underselling yourself and not actually telling it as it really is. Fortunately, I can help. I'm not a psychologist, but I'm damn good at helping businesses and people communicate clearly and effectively. And that's a modest claim considering I suffer from imposter syndrome. Redvine Limited Communications Agency, helping businesses communicate clearly and effectively.
In fact, he's not. There you go. Jane, you're next, and you're followed by Vincent.
Thank you very much. Auntie Jane here from the English Cream Tea Company. So it's not all bad news, because we hear a lot of that. We send out gifts and hampers all over the country, and the most important part sometimes is the message that goes in it. People give us the most charming messages of heartfelt sympathies or support and so on. And touching on that, I got here today and there was an envelope to jane@ebf@Calcott Farm. No idea. Inside, hi Jane, found your badge in Sainsbury's Car Park, Ongar this morning, returning to you, kind regards, Liz. No address, I don't know who Liz is, but they put it in the first class stamp, researched where we meet and sent it to us. The world is full of kindness and also deliciousness. We've got some bargains here. So let's not be weighed down by too much of the doom and gloom. Auntie Jane signing off.
Thank you, Jane. Equally uplifting is Vincent, as he will now tell us what he wants to tell us, and he's followed by Mike Hickson.
Hello everyone, Vincent from Speed Print. We've been based in Gants Hill Village since the early 80s. We produce top quality printing. Printing is very diverse, you never know what you're going to get. This was a job we did for a dental practice in Wanstead. Some foiled business cards from the lead dentist, some notepads, an introduction letter on nice thick 170 gram uncoated white, and some referral notepads. So that's the sort of thing. So, who do you know who runs a dental practice? Let's give you a bit of paper. A dentist, a practice manager, a periodontist, an orthodontist, any type of dentist, that would be a good referral. It would give me something to get. It would give you something to get your teeth into. You see what I did there? It would put a smile on my face. It's not getting any better, is it? Speak Print. You think it, we ink it.
Thank you, Vincent. Mike Hickson, followed by Matt Barry.
Okay, good morning everyone, good morning to the guests. I'm Mike Hickson from LSA Systems. We do everything IT for the group. This week I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the importance of keeping your machine's operating system up to date. And by equipment or machines, I mean your PC, your Mac, your iPhone or your smartphone. Manufacturers spend millions of dollars every year to ensure the operating system of their equipment, or your equipment now, is as secure and as fast as possible. If we, as users, don't apply these updates, we're leaving our equipment open to potential security breaches. Most machines have settings that allow updates to be downloaded automatically. The iPhone, for example, has automatic updates. An important thing to remember is that if you run a PC without the latest updates, or perhaps an old, unsupported operating system such as Windows 7, you're not benefiting from these updates and your machine will not perform to specification. If you're not sure, just ask me. That's Mike from the same system.
Thanks, Mike. Matt, you're next, followed by John.
Good morning, everyone. Matt Parry from Blue Seraph. We are a locally based creative agency. We do all areas of branding, advertising, brochures, all kinds of print design, so basically all areas of graphic design. And the sort of clients that we're looking for are startups and SMEs, but particularly startups or people that have been going for maybe about 5 years and looking for a rebrand, because we can be able to visualise their vision of their business, their products, their services, bring that to life in a brand that is sustainable and has longevity. And we can support them on building that brand visually through all the different mediums, whether it's digital, whether it's events, whether it's print, whether it's even virtual. So those are the sort of clients we're looking for, and we'd like to take all of those. So thank you very much. Matt Barron from Blue Seraph.
Thank you, Matt. John Hammond is followed by Tina Walker.
Good morning, everybody. I'm John Hammond from JMH. We supply all your security needs, electronic security needs, whether it's fire alarms, file access, or gates and barriers. We work with a number of large clients, and the reason they use us is because we're brutally honest. We don't pull any punches, we tell them the exact truth. If we've made a mistake, we own the mistake, and that's why they use us. And this week, we got asked to do an independent survey at a company they just acquired. And the previous maintenance contractor signed all the certificates off brilliantly, but he's not got anything on there about remedial goods. And the system is abysmal. The CCTV system is so old, pictures are nice and crisp. You walk down the corridor and you can't even be seen because the image is burnt onto the camera so badly. The fire alarm system says he's tested all the smoke detectors. Half of them are heat detectors. But he's not got anything else remedial goods, and that's where he falls down. If the client doesn't want to pay for it, that's fine. Stick it on the documentation. That's where we come in. We're open and honest, and we apply technology to security. That's John Hammond. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Tina, you're next. You'll be followed by me, and then we'll be followed by Paul Booth. Tina.
Good morning, everybody. My name's Tina, and my company's called Liberty Executive Services. I offer a secretarial and admin service. Liberty is another word for freedom. That is where I can help you, and you can have freedom within your company. You can go and see your friends if you haven't got time, or you haven't seen any of your family because you're so engrossed in your work. That's where I can help you. And the best part about it, it's a bit like Ben, where Ben can save you money, I can save you money as well. So if you want to know a little bit more, have a one-to-one with me, and I will tell you more. So that's me, Tina, Liberty Executive Services. I'm not on the website.
Thank you very much, Tina. Aidan Squire from TM Law. I've increasingly been asked about lasting powers of attorney, so I just thought I might give you a little bit of information about it. A power of attorney is something that you give someone to act on your behalf. Having made one, if you lose your mental capacity, the power of attorney dies with you. That is why they invented lasting powers of attorney. It's supposed to continue even if you lose mental capacity until your death. Once you've made one, they're only effective when they're registered with the Office of the Public Guardian. And you need two, one for finance and one for health and welfare, but you can have the same attorneys. The cost, well, it's £82 per power for registry. My fees are £4.50 for one person, or for it's a double for husband and wife, £7.50 plus VAT with discounts for referrals from EBF members. That's me, Aidan Squire, TM Law. Paul.
Morning, Paul Booth from Booth & Co. Chartered Certified Accountants based here in Brentwood. We act for business clients, and they're typically sole traders, LLPs, limited companies, and we act for personal tax clients in terms of self-assessment, capital gains tax, and inheritance tax. We do lots of tax planning for clients, and we act for both start-up businesses. If you're not sure what entity you want to form in, then it's a good idea to come to us for advice, and also assisting clients typically where they've got their own accountant already. Maybe they're not happy with their service, or maybe they're not happy with the fees that they're paying. That's Paul Booth for Booth & Co. Minimise tax.
Thank you very much indeed, Paul. That's the end of the members' contributions. I'd now like to give our visitors a chance to give us 60 seconds about their business. I'll start from the top of the list. Rob Parfitt.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rob Parfitt. I'm from Marion Fire Safety. We deal with health and safety, fire safety, so everything to do with the management side in doing fire risk assessments, policies, staff training, turning people into fire wardens and things like that, and also the fire protection maintenance, so extinguishers, emergency lights. It's lucky for me because a lot of what I do is around me and wherever I go. Fire alarm systems, just the testing of them, and pack testing and things like that. So if you've got a business, how long have I got? It's like kids' waiting. So we've got an extinguisher over there. You see that red thing on the wall? That's what I supply, maintain and install. If you've not got one of mine, you've probably got nothing at all. Marion Fire Safety, you should give us a call.
Thank you very much, Rob. Well done. Nick Mitchell.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for inviting me along today. I'm Nick Mitchell. I'm a payments consultant, and I work with Dojo card terminals and payment systems, providing businesses with modern card machines like this one. But it's not just a card machine, it's actually a much more effective tool for your business. It does come with a 4G open SIM free of charge. PCI charges are free. You've only got 2 tick boxes with your PCI as well. You haven't got a 36-page questionnaire to fill out, which is really nice. But once you have one of our terminals, you have access to our online checkout, which will be processed through your terminal at your customer not present rate. You get access to business funding if you need some funding for a project or some cash flow issues. Then we can provide business funding through the card terminal. We've got an app where you can pull out all of your trend reports, and we're integrated with QuickBooks. We're also working on Xero as well. But there's lots more going on with it, so it's a real good tool for your business. So if you want to give your payment systems a little bit more mojo, give me a call. I'm Nick, and I work with Dojo.
Right. Last but by no means least.
Make that anywhere near as interesting. Still insurance, right?
And forgive me, I was tad nervous. Hi, I'm Nikki Salmon. I work here within a specialist field of trade credit insurance, so no competition to the real insurance down the end. Look, in the current climate, trade credit insurance is more vital than ever before and can insure invoices for goods and services supplied on credit terms to business customers. Trade credit insurance helps protect your business against the risk of not getting paid by your customers. It can insure you invoices for goods and services supplied. This is a product for all companies, large or small, and enables businesses to mitigate the risk of bad debt quickly and affordably. It also empowers businesses to grow sales and to new and existing customers domestically and abroad, which enables you to be secure in the knowledge that they'll be covered in the event of non-payment. I've been doing this for 27 years. I still don't really know. But at the end of the day, we're becoming more and more at risk of non-payment and bad debt, and it's sadly, unfortunately, a decline. Now's the time to make sure that they've got a little bit of protection, and it's a credit management solution. It's not just insurance. Nikki Sam, thank you.
Thank you very much, Nikki. Thank you to all of our visitors for their short presentations. I'm pleased to see that you kept within the 60 seconds already. Right, the award of today's Oscar. I'll hand this over to Mike.
remember what I wrote down
Being bullied in the north. Right, so yeah, there's a few that I wanted to highlight. Just mentioned exactly what there was after well, and that was we've got Nick, Leanne, Vincent, Matt. A few more just clear. These are the companies that we're after. Works really well. There was a bit of a running theme going at the start because Ben said he was going to save a client over £1,000. Tina jumped in at the end and said she was going to save money, but was not specific about any amount. So James was actually winning that one by saying he saved £8,000 for the client. So yeah, it was all going well there. But I decided to go with the updating your services if you're regularly depending on the season, and which I can't give to Scott because he's clearly stolen it off of Stuart. If I'm being really down this end, yeah, it goes to Stuart because I work.
Pay attention next week, isn't it? Thank you very much, Mike, for communicating. Thank you, Mike, for communicating. Thank you for taking the easy way out and passing it to your right. Well done, Stuart. Let's get on with the rest of the meeting. And, as always, the 60-second round is followed by meeting secretary's reports.
Yeah, so part of passing all these green bits of paper around the room is just for me to do a quick bit of tally. 22 referral opportunities so far this week, and over £16,000 worth of business recorded since last week among us. So we try and track and measure all of those opportunities and all of the money that comes to the group. Pre-COVID, we were recording 100 or so opportunities a month, and nearly £100,000 worth of business a month. It's a little less now in this new world, but this is a great start to November. 16k in a week and 22 opportunities so far. Just thought I'd share that with you.
Cool. Yeah, thank you very much, Scott. And after last month, which was as good as we've had for a long time with referrals, things are moving forward. Synergy team report. We had a Synergy team meeting on Tuesday. It was really good. Paul?
Yeah, we had the B2B Finance and Profession Synergy team meeting on Tuesday. George and Dragon at Mount Nessy. 7 of us, really good meeting. Good round robin discussions. Everyone enjoyed it. And typically the second Tuesday of each month. Next month is special though, we're having our EBF Synergy Team Christmas Bash, so we'll be back to normal next January, but I'll be sending you invitations to the Synergy Team Christmas Bash. Anyone is welcome, it's not just the regular Synergy Team meeting members. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paul. Before he does that, we will go into the referrals and testimonials round. We all go around. This is the third major part of the meeting. It's the part of the meeting that really is what we all turn up for, it's part of the business. Paul, start with you and work our way around, please.
Excellent, thanks a lot, Vincent. Welcome to visitors and referral from Mike Rogers. He knows about it here. Thanks very much, Toby. Thanks very much. Great meeting.
Thank you, excellent. So, quick one for referral for Matt, Harry, those email things, and yeah, thanks. But I've totally done loads of stuff. But thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Great to meet you, and I thought that was really effective use of basically using all of us to sell your point because it's like people won't keep coming back to you if you're doing really good work. So, good. Thanks a lot to Vince, and welcome to all the guests as well. Haven't got any referrals or anything this week, I'm afraid. Just a reminder, if you could, if anyone's got any ideas for, as I say, the website update scheme, please send them over. So we'd be really appreciative.
Right, thank you for having me. I'm not going to stand up, because I realise when I stand up I get nervous. You do get to know me, I can talk the hind limbs off pretty much any animal. Look, thank you. I just really want to say thank you, because it's really informative, and this is probably my second time ever coming to one of these, so I feel like there's a lot I can probably learn. And one, I'm really sorry, I don't have any business cards. If anyone does want to know anything more about credit insurance, you know, I will try not to bore anyone, but I have got some brief flyers, maybe explain it a bit more. Aidan, power of attorney, please, and potentially At some point, yes. I just need to talk to the husband and twist his arm a bit more and spending money. Which he doesn't like me doing, but I'm very good at.
Well, there you all are. Great meeting. Excellent delivery on your tenants.
Thank you.
I have, and a welcome to all of you. 3 referrals, one for Paul Boo. If you could sort out my VAT, please, for the last quarter. There we are, for you. My dice is a bit wet now. Obviously, with the ongoing hosting of my website, thank you so much for that. And we haven't spoken for a little while, Neil, but I want some of your chili jams. I'm blown away with your chipotle jam, which you gave me when we had a one-to-one. I want the others. So, at some point soon. For Christmas.
Oh, yeah, I'm launching in a couple of weeks and we'll sort them out for you. Yeah.
I reckon cheese.
Next 10 minutes, I could relate to most of the stuff we talked about. Pretty much our bases for machinery, so I know all about how to make it look as really enjoy. Welcome to our guests, nice to see you again. And Vince, you're a lot interestingly, I learned how to sign off letters at school over 50 years ago, but in those days there was only 2 options. You're supposed to be yours sincerely, so it just shows how we've moved on. Yeah, so I've got a referral to Scott for some technical work on the website, and just an activity report for a one-to-one this week. So,
who's that?
No, sorry, not one-to-one, the synergy meeting report.
Thank you.
Well done, John.
Thanks, Brian.
Okay, still reading the funny noise, but my wife might get into it.
Not going there.
Yes.
He does need to tell me. What I do. This is, I suppose, really one for Vincent. And when you go to Scott, there's this one of our posters in the
You've got to go to Scott. Give it to Vince. Give it to Vince.
Yeah, that's right. And Robert Paul, my granddaughter, starting a business, she needs his equities. That's all good. What is that? Thank you, John.
We have a poll going that way as well.
Welcome to the visitors. Good to see you. Good to get to know you more. Just one referral for Mike. Really interesting client, cooking a good one for you. So I'll have a chat. We've got a meeting next week.
Yeah, great meeting, great temperature, John. I haven't used it yet, but I'm sure I will in the future. I'm welcome to the visitors. If I can grab 5 minutes with you before you go and sign the Mickey. Can I grab 5 minutes with you as well?
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Yeah, good meeting everybody. Interesting 10 minutes. I haven't done anything yet, but we have got a couple of things in the pipeline actually. If I can catch you before you swallow off for another 6 months. I've got a referral for Paul B down the end there, which is some personal advice from the boy. Yeah, nice to see some fresh faces as well. It's this time in the morning, so I'll see you all next week, hopefully.
Welcome to our visitors. Great to start, Vincent. I'm a big proponent of signing things off appropriately. And great to have you, Sean. Really interesting. I've never used your service for various reasons, partly because I live so far away, but if I was close to home. A lovely one-to-one yesterday by Zoom with Leanne. Thank you. And thank you for the money to take. That's all from me. Thanks everyone.
Well, it was a really interesting format of running 10 minutes. The fact that you can come around the room, practically everybody's singing your praises. Yeah, that's excellent. You've done so much for me, so thank you very much. I'd love to arrange just to come around there. Always a list of things, but some small things that need your assistance, please. Nick, that's a referral to inspect some stuff at my in-laws. I've got some scaffolding up while it's up, needs your eyes. Paul, I haven't put in for our annual accounts this year, so that's done. We've concluded that last week. Thank you for the money to ex-member Jill, to Howard, who's not here today, and a few things for Matt. So, thank you.
Right. May I first of all endorse the chili champs? A wasp went onto there. He stunned it, and Scott managed to just hit it with his tent, and then he put the thing on top of it. It's dead. Works well. John, I've got a referral for you. Painting my brother-in-law's rooms. I'll let you have more details later. Nikki, what I'll do is I'll send you through an email to get in touch with you to confirm the information I would need initially, and then if you want to take things further, you've got my details.
Appreciate that, thank you.
So, thank you for that. And finally, the synergy meeting that we had. It's probably the best synergy meeting I've been to. It buzzed, it was lively, it was excellent, and we exchanged lots of views, and it was really worth coming to. And I suggest next week, all of you who aren't regular attenders at the Synergy meeting for finance, come along and let's have a meal together and you can find out what exciting people we really are. Ben.
Thank you very much. Well done, John. Yeah, very good. When I can get you to come to Colchester, I do have a couple of bits waiting to be done. There's one I have got a referral for you, not in Colchester, in Brentwood though. Yeah, John Bevis should be giving you a call. I want to say, yeah, welcome to the visitors and thanks for coming along. And Nikki, I'll grab one of those leaflets before you go. Yeah, great meeting. I'm not going to be here next week because I've got my pre-op assessment on next Thursday. So all being well, hopefully, so we'll be back the week after before I go into my op. So great meeting, see you soon.
I had a referral for Ben, so I just passed it over to say John the wall. And I'd thank you for the money for Sarah Steele, a nice large one, but she's not here. So thank you, Sarah. It's been done. That's my part.
Thank you for inviting me along today. It's been lovely to see everyone. Thanks for being so welcoming and great to hear about everyone's businesses. I've taken all your cards, so I'll have a look through and hopefully we can work together in the future. Thank you.
I also wear a hat, Nick. And Paul suggested I got mine out of the car and we could have been the Trilby twins today. But it didn't happen for obvious reasons. I had a one-to-one with Melissa in Brentwood a couple of weeks ago. And you saw the shout out on WhatsApp. Can anyone meet me? I'm going to be in Brentwood. And Melissa came. No one else replied, but Melissa did. Otherwise that could have been really embarrassing. And my guest, Rob, thanks for coming out. Nice to see you again.
Great seeing you this morning. New to this whole thing, so it's a pleasant experience. Great to meet you all. Hope to get to speak to you all individually. Obviously, it's quite much time there. But relate to a lot of the things that you said in terms of working with your hands and now having a desk job and having to sort of sit and think. I preferred working on the tools, but hopefully I'll be able to do something for you all. We've got a premises, a shop, an office, or where else, whatever. And yeah, thank you. Thanks again to Vincent who made this all happen for me. Cheers.
He's a mate of Sarge, by the way.
Yeah, Sarge, yeah. Sarge says hello to everyone he knows here. Pass his regards. All right. Pleasure.
We love Sarge having me. John, thank you very much for that 10 minutes. You've done stuff for me, my family, and the rest of the years, and fantastic. I thought you didn't get around to me, but you've done.
Yes.
It's a good format, I like it. You're right, it's a good format. No shame. Welcome to our guests, lovely to see you. And hopefully see some more of you, find out more about you. Well, if you find out about us, we can find out some more about what you do. We can hopefully work together. A few bits and pieces, good synergy meeting, as Aidan said. Paul, thanks for organising that. Some money from an ex-member, you know, people leaving, still generally keep in touch. Still part of business, so advice to everybody, Mark Topping. Needs to be reformed. Valuation, Paul Blue, and maintenance. I don't know if I've given you that or not, but anyway, you do it, so it's fine. And then Jane, afternoon tea for one of my clients. Thank you very much.
Welcome, guests. Hopefully we'll see you again. You've helped sort out my back gate, and it turns out the person that fitted it put the wrong screws. got small screws and should be big screws. And I've got a referral for you. I've got some bathroom taps that need to be replaced, the old ones.
Thank you.
I'll see you all next week.
Yeah, great meeting. Welcome to our guests. Good to connect with you all, Nicky, Nick and Rob. Need another round in that. Vince, great. Ed Slot, yeah, really good. I've got a client, a male client that regularly puts 3 kisses on the end of his messages.
Sorry,
Maybe he's trying to yeah, great 10 minutes. John, I'm especially known as a bit of an amateur handyman, so you give me a bit of advice over the years, but eventually it's going to be a job that's going to be beyond my capabilities that I need you for. Great. I second what Aidan said about the BCD. I don't get to along with them often, but it was a really good one. Got a one-to-one with Leanne afterwards. I've got a thank you to the money. I think this counts. Rupert Miles referred me to somebody, who referred me to somebody, who referred me to somebody else, who put me in touch with somebody that I've just done motivation mapping for. So that's what counts, doesn't it? And sadly for you, I'm not here next week. I'm on a 7-day course in Cambridgeshire, which is see you in a couple of weeks.
I'm on the floor.
Yeah, welcome to guests. I hope you enjoyed it. As Toby said, I had a one-to-one with him afterwards, and I had a one-to-one with Paul this week. Paul Dillon. Yeah.
Hang on.
And one for Aidan, a referral for an LPA. And I can't remember if I put this through or not before. It's a thank for business for Mike Gibson. Thank you.
Yeah, great to see the guests. Great Ed Scott, Vince. I never really know how to sign it, email off, so I just do the standard kind of guys, but it's great to know those. Great 10 minutes, haven't used you yet, but I've got a few jobs that I've just got to make, so we'll get in touch with that. Yeah, see you on it too.
So that was really great, and it was very nice to meet Nick and Nicky and Rob. Well done, you guys, for coming along. We'd love to see you again. Mike Skinner, can I have a nice quote, or kind, I think was your word, a kind quote for a banner,
very kind,
very kind for a banner video, please, on the website. Thank you. Neil Banham, I said I'd let you know about the Essex Film Office. I've actually spoken to them about you, so I'll send you the details, my lovely. This is a synergy, went along to Paul's synergy meeting, very good. We put the world to rights and sorted our businesses. And then thank you our Vincent, thank you darling, for your introductory inspiration today. And John, well done. So it makes me think that the plug I'm not allowed to use because it arcs when you go near it. There could be something done, and the shower that constantly drips, there may be a solution not so far away from me.
Sat right there.
I'll make sure Roger,
standing here.
we'll get
Was
Roger
sat
out,
there.
he was like, well, just don't use it. And the solution, we'll get you in. Thank you, everybody.
That too is.
Why the plug up the shower?
Sorry?
Why the plug up the shower?
Did you grind noisy fed at the same time, John? No comment. Yes, thank you. Do you know what? Thanks for letting me be a member here. Honestly, it's been one of the best business generating things that I've ever done. Lots of fun, made some real friends. And apart from all the skills and everything that I've got and use, the one-stop property shop, it has solicitors, it has website designers, it's got secretaries, it's got business coaches, and structural engineers, and telecoms people. It's all part and parcel of what I deliver to my clients, and you guys come with me. So yeah, I've got a referral for Jane. This one's got those. One for James. Yes, I need some coffee shots. On the beach. I was moving on to the soft sand or sharp sand, soft sand. And there is a difference. And thank you for the money to Mike. Yes.
I take in the soft sand so that it gets in your sandwiches and it gives it a bit of a crunch.
Yeah, it's a bit easier to digest.
John, don't sit down yet. now at last I can get my heart's desire. You go and choose the prize.
24 referrals today. And the winner is Aidan.
James will bring you all prize next week.
Here was me thinking it was a power tool. Never mind. One thing for you all, before I throw open the meeting for any announcements. 24 referrals. We have been having lots of them. Let's make sure that we all record those electronically, because this is to show everybody and each other what we're doing. But the recording of it, for our purposes, got to go through the website and put it on there as well, please. I'm sure you're all doing it, but just a reminder. Right, as usual, before I send you on your way, does anybody have any announcements they wish to make to the meeting? Brian?
Reference the Christmas dinner on the 13th of next month. Would you please begin to look at the website, Meskin? If you Google Meskin and go to festive menus, because it's quite extensive. Please have a look. I'll be amongst you next week with my Stuart, with my
Use spreadsheet.
That's the one. So please do have a look, because at the end of the month I have to pay in the deposit and give the restaurant a list of what we're having. What we're having from the menu. So please do take a look.
What's the call, Brian?
Mesken, M-E-S-K-E-N.
I'll pop it on the group.
Turkish. So please do have a look. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Jane?
So just to remind you, next Thursday is probably the last Synergy meeting that I run of the year, and it follows straight on from this meeting. Please allow a bit of time in your diary. Don't do that, I must dash off thing, if you can possibly help it. And we'll congregate at one end with our fresh hot drinks and put the world to rights. It's probably the last one of the year.
Jane, thank you.
Just to Neil, you mentioned you was doing the Christmas market in Chelmsford. What's the date on that?
2nd to the 4th. It's an indoor one, it's in the shopping centre.
It's in Meadows.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
It's in Meadows.
If you go for High Chelmsford,
It's open Meadows or High Chelmsford.
I'll stick something out on the group chat, on the EBF group chat, when we're about a week away. I just want to give myself a chance to make the jams first. So I can actually have a reason to turn up.
and then you can put the big sign up, fresh jams.
Yay!
Right, Scott.
Just a reminder, the next social events that we're running as a group is Airsoft Day. So running around in the woods shooting one another. It's not this Sunday, it's the Sunday after, so the 20th. There's a number of people already signed up. If you fancy it, if you can make it, it'll be a laugh. Can't think of a better excuse to chase Neil around and fight with us at him.
I'm not exactly hard to miss, am I?
So yeah, we'll have a laugh. If you can make it, I would encourage you to come along.
Thanks, Scott.
One final one. If anyone happens to be free, I think that's this Sunday, I actually have some spare tickets to New Zealand versus the Barbars at Spurs Stadium. If anyone's interested, I'm open to offers.
What sports are you?
Rugby, the only sport. So 2 tickets available if anyone's interested.
Right. Mike.
Just to let you know, I'm not going to be around for the next couple of weeks. I'm going on holiday next week and I won't be back into the meeting until the 27th.
Okay. You went through that in court. Yes! Right, okay. Look, it's not raining. It's not raining out there. I'm going to send you all on your way. Thanks very much. And the only thing that you guys won't know, that Mike and I know, and maybe somebody else who was here earlier, the reason we haven't got a chair there, and something recorded, is there's some hidden microphones. So the sort of thing, they'll be picked up. So
I've seen the bottom up there. Oh yeah.
It's great to see you all. It's nice to see the visitors hang around after the visitors, so we just have a word with you. And See you all next week.